I gotta say, there have been many flicks out there. Maybe not too many flicks, but stuff that involves witchcraft in a horror flick. Well, these hot gals here who work in a mall are about to open their coven. As I recently watched Forbidden Fruits, which is now available to watch on AMC Plus and Shudder. But is this recent film worthy enough to cast a little sweet spell on you? Or is this one just completely got its magic fizzled out to go bittersweet? Find out in this spoiler free review right now.
Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews.
So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome again to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. I'm the Big D, and this time around, I bring to you a spoiler free review of the 2026 comedy horror flick Forbidden Fruits, released by IFC and Shudder in the US and Canada, and by Universal internationally. Directed by Meredith Alloway. Starring Lili Reinhart, Lola Tung, Victoria Pedretti, Alexandra Shipp, Emma Chamberlain, and Gabrielle Union. Alloway co-wrote the screenplay with Lily Hulton, based on her 2019 stage play called Of the Woman Came the Beginning of Sin, and Through Her We All Die. This film was released earlier this year, on March 27th of this year, just a week and a half after it premiered at the South by Southwest Film and TV Festival. Apparently, it got some pretty decent reviews and what have you. So, let's get into the story of why I'm going to give it to you. Because you know, with my spoiler free reviews, I'm only going to give you a little bit of the story. Okay, let's go. Apple, Fig, and Cherry, yeah, those are the names of the three main characters, are glamorous saleswomen at the Free Eden clothing store in a shopping mall in Dallas, Texas, where they scam customers into spending thousands of dollars. They are approached by a new girl who works at a pretzel counter in the food court. Despite their aversion to food court workers, their interest is piqued when she reveals her name is Pumpkin. Pumpkin completes an awkward interview and is invited to stay after hours. The trio reveal themselves to be a coven of witches, conducting rituals in the basement of the store, forbidding boyfriends and confessing their sins to the spirit of Marilyn Monroe. After feeding Pumpkin a concoction of fruit juice and blood, the trio abandon her in the locked store. They return in the morning to find Pumpkin more outwardly confident and stylishly dressed. Apple gives Pumpkin a charm bracelet matching with the other free eating girls. A disheveled young woman appears outside of the store, upsetting Cherry and Fig and prompting Apple to rush Pumpkin out of sight. Pumpkin gifts Apple a doll that the latter names Marilyn, unbeknownst to the coven. The doll has a camera inside of it. Yes. Now that's all the story I'm gonna give to you. If you want to know what happens, then I advise you to watch the movie. Now then, my thoughts on the film was I thought it was well, not too bad. Maybe not great, but not too bad. It's pretty good in what have you. It has some pretty funny moments and what have you. I do appreciate with having a little bit of kills and what have you. Some of them were kind of unexpected, but hey, what can I say? Now with it being girls and being doing witchcraft, I would actually compare this to The Craft, which of course is celebrating its 30th anniversary this year, as a matter of fact. Yes. Now, I have to admit, this was just so good and what have you. I will say it was good. But I do like the setting of this being in a mall and in Dallas, Texas. Now, that's really something. Definitely. But anywho, I've got to say that this just had a lot of stuff it had to offer. Metacritic has a score of 56, while Rotten Tomatoes has a score of 75%, where they say It's charmingly goofy and packed with incisive insights to the relatable ups and downs of any friend group. The film is a campy coven worth hanging out for its concise runtime, which is actually 103 minutes. But of the whole, I actually do think this was not too bad. I mean, it did have some surprising, shocking moments in my view, but overall, I did like it for what it had to offer. Andra Drubik's score, excuse me, was not too bad. I will give that one credit. Meredith Alloway's direction I thought was decent enough, and so was the screenplay she co-wrote with Lily Houghton. Now I must admit that it proved to have stuff that I was expecting or wasn't expecting, just like what I could get with any other type of horror flick, you know. But this one, yeah. Now, we do have a pretty good cast and what have you. Now, playing Apple is Lili Reinhart, who had recently was well known for playing Betty Cooper on TV's Riverdale. She also went on to appear in films like Hustlers and Chemical Hearts. She's also done some. She's also a singer too, and too. I'm pretty sure. Yes, I will say she was pretty good. I've never watched Smallville, but not Smallville. Oh, that's the Riverdale. I'm sorry. I've watched Smallville. I got those so mixed up. My bad. My mistake. Sorry. It's just that I've had a stomach bug lately. I do owe y'all a grave apology for that. Playing Pumpkin is Lola Tung, best known for playing Isabel Belly Conklin on Prime Video's hit series The Summer I Turned Pretty. Yes, now I'm going to say that was her performance was actually good, and I have to say that gets a few props. Cherry is played by Victoria Pedretti, who recently appeared on the Netflix series The Haunting of Hill House and The Haunting of Bly Manor. She's also appeared on the series You, also from Netflix. So apparently, she's currently one of those many scream queens. She's recently appeared in some movies, like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, for instance. But a lot of others, I'm afraid, I'm not too familiar with. But I will give her credit, though. She's good. Fig is played by Alexandra Shipp, who actually appeared in Stray Out Compton, which I was intending to review that last year and failed to. I need to watch that sometime. That will happen sooner or later. She was also well known for playing, the late great R&B singer Aaliyah in the Lifetime film Aaliyah, the Princess of R&B. She's also a singer. She's also recently done X-Men Apocalypse and the 2019 Shaft film, and even Barbie. Yeah, that's something. For the rest of the cast, we have Emma Chamberlain as the character of Pickle. Yeah, Pickle. Now, there's another, well, interesting name and why have you. Who, she had recently voiced a reporter in the extremely underrated DreamWorks animation feature Ruby Gillman Teenage Kraken. And Gabrielle Union, who I've known her from many movies, most notably Bring It On, plays the character of Sharon Sullivan. Yes. Now I'm not going to give this what this will be like. There is a mid-credit scene in the film, so stay through some of the credits and you'll get to see a mid-credit scene. So I will say that that's worth looking into. So anyway, Forbidden Fruits, from my point of view, it's not too bad of a comedy horror flick. I mean, if you're into stuff like The Craft, then this would be right up your alley. I think it's pretty good. I think the characters are pretty good, considering some have, well, some sweet and fruity names. If you catch my drift, of course. Yeah, the music and score's not too bad. The story's fine, and so is the direction. So I definitely would recommend you watch Forbidden Fruits. You might like it. The film's currently available on AMC Plus and Shudder, so check it out there. For my score, I'm giving Forbidden Fruits 3.5 stars. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 7. So what did you think of Forbidden Fruits? Let me know in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, click the bell for notifications, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Continue to help support my channel, and you know the rest. Join me next time for my TV log on the original itself, the Powerpuff Girls. So if you like this, check out some of these other witchy flicks. In the upper left-hand corner, you can check out my review of The Craft from 1996. The upper right-hand corner is my spoiler-free review of the surprise horror flick from last year, Weapons. Or if you'd like another recent chick flick that had a little bit of a kind of a suspense horror thriller or what have you, check out my spoiler-free review of The Housemaid from last year. Yeah, both because weapons and housemaid were from last year. And the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.